How do I deal with trying to keep up with the fast-paced nature of social media? I don't. I think the most beautiful thing about being human is that we are capable of thriving as our most authentic self, whether it is being an introvert, an extrovert, someone who is capable of putting out content on like a 3 to 5 or 16 times a day basis versus someone who only can do it once a week. At the end of the day, even if you're going at a slow pace, as long as you are authentic, I think you will find a way to thrive. And you know, not everybody is meant to build a viral base, whereas some people, it takes slower, more consistent steps, but still success is always there. So I think instead of trying to keep up with the fast-paced nature of social media, for me it's just, how do I be more authentic with each and every single change that comes about, whether it is new technology, whether it is a new medium or whatever. How do I stay myself in that foothold? How do I stay authentic? And I think the more authentic and true to yourself you are, the more you find people that will actually genuinely like you, and the more you can build from that. So if you're feeling a bit of pressure to keep up with people on social media telling you that you have to post 3 times a day, or you have to be consistently engaging, or all these things, I think you need to find what's best for you and what feels most true to you. And you can't be upset if your growth isn't as fast as someone else, or it's slower than other people's, because your growth is solely due to how authentic you are. So yeah, be true to you. Your people will find you. However long it takes, they will find you, and that is when you can thrive. What's my go-to reminder when self-doubt creeps in? I would have to probably say I made it through the hardest days. I made it through the hardest days and I'm still here. So why am I doubting myself? Why am I deciding that I'm not capable when I have already survived 100% of my hardest days? I am on a winning streak. It's 100-0. I have never failed any of my hardest days by simply being here. So when self-doubt comes in, I just try to keep telling myself I did it. And the fact that I'm here right now, today, in this moment, means that I have overcome every single one of my hardest days. So as much as it sucks, as much as I am beating myself down, I have a winning streak, and I cannot forget that. I am 100-0 when it comes to defeating my hardest days. So why am I sitting here crying about today, being upset about today, when I have every capability to overcome it? How do I stop shrinking myself around others? Okay, here's the secret, right? You have to remind yourself that nobody can do it like you. Like, nobody can do it like you. Nobody can think like you. Nobody can say things like you. Nobody can do things like you. The only person that could do what you do, say what you do, be what you are, is you. So the people around you, you wouldn't be in that circle if they didn't need to hear you, if they didn't need to see you, if they didn't need to experience whatever it is that you bring to the table. So the only way they do not get to experience you, the only way you do not get to experience yourself, is if you shrink yourself into being something that you're not. So stop that. Stop that, because you are missing out on the amazing person that you are, and they are missing out on the amazing person that you are, because you're shrinking yourself. And as I said, nobody in this world can do what you do. Nobody can say what you say, how you say it, and nobody could express or be you in the way that you are. I know I'm all over the place, but pretty much what I'm saying is nobody can be you. And once you get that into your head, you stop being quiet at the table. You start being yourself as authentic and abundantly as you can. So yeah, stop shrinking yourself. You are here to be heard, seen, felt, whatever. And you deserve to be able to be your true authentic self. How do I know who's really in my corner? Honestly, the easiest way for me to figure this out is under two circumstances. When you're going through the worst time in your life and when you're going through the best time in your life. So for instance, for me, the beginning of this year, I had one of the hardest times in my life. I lost so much family members within a short amount of time, and I had my best friend who, even though she's in a completely different country, she was calling me, checking in on me, and making sure I was okay. She is most definitely in my corner, and I'm appreciative of her. But I also had to realize people that knew what was going on but didn't even bother, you know, checking in or anything like that. I had to be aware and be like, okay, this person doesn't actually care about me. And same thing happens when you reach your successes. You know, you see who's actually clapping for you and genuinely is happy for you versus someone who's like clapping but they're not happy for you because what they want is that for themselves. So for me, yeah, how I know who's really in my corner is who's there for me in my lowest times and who's actually happy for me during my most successful times, because that's what you should be for somebody else as well. You should be there for them during their lowest times, and you should be genuinely happy at their successes. So yeah, usually the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows will really tell you who's really there for you or not. How do I keep going when I feel like giving up? Honestly, I've failed. I failed so many times. I felt like giving up so many times. I felt like no matter what I was doing, nothing was working out. And those have been some of my most depressing moments. And the only way I've gotten out of that is to take baby steps. You know, instead of completing one big task, I'm just like, okay, how do I break this up into something little? Or even just like, what was this failure trying to teach me? Where do I need to work on? And then I start to focus on those little small things and take baby steps day after day until I find out I'm taking a big adult step, or I'm leaping or jumping bounds, you know? So yeah, there's gonna be times where your confidence drops. There's gonna be times where you feel like you're failing. There's gonna be times where it feels like nothing you're doing is right or is working out. And those times are not meant to defeat you. They're meant for you to figure out a new way, a better way. So when you hit those rough patches, take baby steps. Instead of trying to do the whole thing at once, see what small things you could do and just take it day by day until you rebuild. So yeah, when I feel like giving up, I take baby steps. I tell myself it's okay to feel like I'm not doing as good, because there's something in there that I need to learn from. And who knows, there might be a better way to do this. So take baby steps. What's the hardest part of being misunderstood? I think the hardest part is feeling unwanted and unheard. But, you know, I think with being misunderstood, if you really take a look at it, some of the most creative and amazing people in the world, innovators and people who lead nations, have always felt misunderstood in some capacity. And that's because their brain is working differently or their thought process is differently. So yeah, the hardest part of being misunderstood is that you know, you might feel unwanted or unheard, but who knows, maybe you're able to see or hear things or understand things in a way that innovates society. I mean, take a look at it, right? We now have a thing on our phone called FaceTime, and probably like just a few decades ago, the concept of that was weird or revolutionary and impossible, and somebody was there just like, I can see this happen and this, that, and the third, and everybody around them was just like, well, I don't think it's possible, and it's light years away and decades away, and that person felt misunderstood. So look at us now. So yeah, I get feeling unheard, I get feeling unwanted, but I want to also remind you that in being misunderstood, you might just be way ahead of your time.
Thank you so much for taking time out to watch this video. If any of the questions or answers resonated with you, I would love to hear it. And if you have any questions of your own, I'm all ears. Thank you again, and bye.